Well, I just unmuted myself, so can you hear me now? Yeah. Let me turn down the game audio just a little bit, because this game audio is loud. It'll be in the rules when I can update them, because this whole ass thing is a work in progress. Nick, it looks like you are unmuted. You can mute or be unmuted. This is a backer stream, and I think once the quarantine ends, Discord wants to go back to 25 people can view at a time. So this is not a permanent solution, but if you guys want to ask questions about the video or just talk about stuff, since this is like a Patreon backer stream, you guys can talk about whatever, ask me questions. Okay. You can use voice, or you can go into backer stream Q&A, and I'll have that open in the background and I can read off of it.
Okay.
You having a good night, brah?
So far I am, yeah.
Nice. I'm having a pretty okay day. I went scorched earth on somebody. I 5-starred everything.
Are you streaming on Twitch?
Just Discord.
Just on Discord, okay.
But I have my OBS recording, so I can do. I can upload it to YouTube later as a playback.
Okay.
Whew. There's no commie flag emoji. We'll get right on that. We'll base it off of the one from Tonight We Riot. All right. Shit. Endless Riot. How do we do this? Destroy the vehicles. Fucking love the music to this game. Alright. Haymaker bombs. This mode, when I went back to get more footage for it, it was so insanely buggy. I just have a file of a couple of buggy captures that I'm going to upload to YouTube a little bit later. This is insane. But yeah, I'm just going to play for a little bit, answer cues, talk about whatever. We can talk about next projects. I'd rather be focused on the current one that came out, but there's only 2 of you. So it's whatever. Well, we're gonna get the little bird talking to us if I survive long enough. I don't think I will.
This is so much better than Twitch because it plays in the background, thank God. Yeah, it does play in the background, I like that. I turned on a little thing and everything because I thought he was going to be playing on Twitch or something, but
it was asking me like, oh, if you want to give people video downloads, you can pay $80 a month for this Google Drive ripoff. And the answer to that is just fuck you, man.
That's terrible.
It's terrible. It's really dumb. I am not doing super great, but I got 13 guys, so we're gonna just keep doing what we're doing. All these cinder blocks, oh my god. Back. So this is going to be a really rough one, but you know, there's only 2 of you. I don't think you're going to get on my case about it.
I'm not going to get on your case about anything, I don't care. As long as the audio is not raping my ears.
Okay, it says I have 20 guys now. That looks like 20. Just rain hell. Alright, so the pigeon is going to come talk to us pretty soon, which is neat. Guys, run away from the chainsaws, not into them. Fuck you dummies. You dummies, we lost 7 guys on that one. Ah, you are bad at this. Okay. Chainsaw. Haymaker bombs. Okay, yeah, use that. Just fucking unload on them. So many bombs, oh my god. A note from the developers. This is as far as we thoroughly tested, which is really funny because I had this game breaking on like wave 20. This game is so broken.
That's funny.
It's just horde mode that goes on forever.
Okay.
This is a really fun little speech. I got the whole thing recorded somewhere if I ever needed like B-roll footage or something. I was so happy when I promoted the video on Twitter. I got Pixel Pushers Union 512 to come in and react to my stuff, and it was awesome.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I was noticed by the creators of a game I really like.
Notice me somehow.
We are flattered that you stuck around with our game this long, but at this point we're confused both about why and how you've gotten this far. If you make it to wave like 50, 56, oh, it's so good. Either way, you're better at our own game, or our game is glitching in some way. Knowing this game, we're guessing it's a glitch. Yeah, no, that glitched. I think I was failing to record when I got the best version of the glitch. All of my characters were off screen. None of them were dying. 50 riot dogs, here we go. None of them were dying. They were just off screen somewhere. And fighting. I was progressing through waves. I was still getting all the text, but I couldn't do anything. In the past, how'd we all turn out? Man, it's still not good. Yeah, how far this virus spreads, we can predict one thing. Here in the US, a person's wealth will continue to determine their health outcomes to a huge extent. Yeah. I'm actually amazed I made it this far with only one guy. A bunch of riot dogs, but once my guy dies, that's the end of the run. Oh, away from the bombs. Away from the bombs.
Oh god, the dogs are exploding. They kind of flew everywhere.
Guy's gonna die. That's it. That's it. We made it pretty far. The Revolution survived 64 waves. New record. Yeah, I did pretty okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the mic market here pretty soon. This one was a good starter mic, and it still works for some stuff, but I think it's time I start looking at something a little higher quality. Can do a little bit more.
Yeah, I'd say go for it. I think you definitely need it.
That Korra video has been so ambitious. It's been really difficult to get sound to just be well balanced. Bash him with a riot shield. I like how conservatives are trying to say if you come to a protest with a shield, you're intending to get violent. When it's like, nah, man, people have been attacked for just showing up. They're trying to protect themselves.
Now I'm getting ear rape.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how to balance that.
Way off for the game. Yeah, Aaron says pain.
I didn't even change anything. Okay, 1 second.
In OBS, change it. Don't change it in the game. Change it in OBS.
Well, the problem is I'm not streaming from OBS. I'm just recording on OBS for the backup.
Oh, so you don't have a secondary sound.
I don't have anything to buffer through Discord, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Maybe it was the sound effects. I don't.
It was
know.
like when the bass came in the song.
Really?
Yeah, super ear rapey. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna turn the music back down then.
You could, yeah,
just nudge
right
it.
there. That's probably good. In a way, if you stream on YouTube, it can be better off for you. But the issue is getting up to where YouTube wants you.
Yeah, that's the main hurdle.
That's the only thing really.
And it might still be the same thing as getting monetized, which would be, wow, that many people died. Which is 1,000 subs versus 4,000 public watch hours. I mean, it means that it'll circulate. If they choose to monetize it, it'll still circulate. So I wouldn't be upset about that. I wouldn't be happy, because fuck you, take your ads off my shit. So much for the tolerant left, huh, boys? Fucking love this game. Back for more? Get a brain, Morans. Yeah, let's just run. Run.
I beat the main game like 4 times already. It's still fun, but you know.
I don't think I've ever completely finished the story in any GTA game. There we go, level complete. Everyone's dead though, but it doesn't matter.
As long as you live.
That is how it goes. Does anyone have any questions about the video? Because it's cool if no. Let's go do the boss.
Which video?
The Tonight We Riot video.
I'm being totally honest. I didn't feel like it was your strongest video.
Me neither. No.
But,
I appreciate complete honesty, honestly.
I mean, it was a good video, but yeah.
I think it's showing off that my editing is getting better, but my writing in that was weaker.
For sure your editing is getting better.
Like, I still have some odd cuts, but I think part of that just comes with having OpenShot as my main software.
Oh, that's true. Have you thought about getting Adobe Premiere or something?
I just don't like the subscription way that they do things. What I've been considering is starting to learn Blender, because that's another open source software that can do up to 4K pretty easily. But it's a little bit more intensive on my PC because it is so good, and the interface is really hard to work with. Their next major update is focusing on the video software, so I'm gonna hold off until then and give it another try.
Okay.
Some people were telling me to try Vegas Pro. I don't know about that though.
I didn't like it that much. Like I put up with it, but yeah, I definitely like my Premiere more.
I'm marginally familiar with Adobe's software.
Yeah.
So,
like, I don't know. I spent hours learning Vegas's stuff, and I still didn't like it.
yeah, that's understandable. I feel like I'll really get used to Blender if I just fucking commit to it. I just haven't had the need to, you know what I mean? OpenShot's been doing all the basic stuff I need.
A lot of people use Blender, so I mean, it can't be that terrible to learn.
It's got some really good support, especially since it's kind of like Unity engine. I mean, you pay for Unity, but you can design games in it. You can use it as a 3D modeling software. You know, it's really versatile. I was actually telling my editor, I don't have a way of making this script better. It's honestly pretty weak as writing, but I just didn't want to sit around waiting for the video to happen. You know, I'd already gone through 3 different versions of the script.
Understandable.
I mean, 3 total rewrites. That's not even an exaggeration. It's like I just gotta fucking put it out there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was weak, and I just have to be okay with that since I want to keep a relatively regular schedule, at least while I'm still building the channel. Which is really good, considering I have the next 2 videos effectively planned for me. Potentially 3, depending on how easy it is to do another politics one.
It's usually pretty easy to do politics one because everybody has opinions about everything.
Yeah, and I'm gonna obviously say shit about the election. Oh, on the topic of politics, I might actually do a video on the new Mulan if I can find a way of glitched blocks. If I can find a cage-free version of the movie somewhere.
So
I am paying for Disney Plus and then paying for an additional $30 on top of that because Disney's a greedy bunch of fucking hobos. I just can't do that, you know? That's nasty. You're already paying for a subscription. Quit going to that pitfall. It's already a subscription service. Why are you going to charge people $30 for it? And, you know, took the trash out. Unfortunately, a lot of people are defending it. Yeah, you know, I spend $30 when I go to the theater. You know, I buy a ticket, I buy soda, I buy candy. That's usually like $30. It's like, you're watching it in your own home, though. You're not paying for a movie theater. You're not watching actual film. You're not getting that really good sound quality that comes from a decent theater. Also, no one forces you to buy soda at a theater. So, get out. And some people are finally wising up and saying, hey, you know, maybe people don't want to watch this film because the star is anti-Hong Kong, and that's kind of really fucked up. In fact, she basically called for open season on Hong Kong protesters, which is super fucked up, you know? But I have an idea for a video that might be unpopular, might be popular. The Green Party and the DNC have recently made headlines because the DNC has sued the Green Party in at least one state, I believe maybe 2, for getting on the ballot. And a lot of people on the what I'm going to call the far left, what some people are calling lefties, what some people call tankies, they believe that the DNC is trying to disenfranchise voters and make it so that only Biden is the option against Trump. But that's not what's actually happening. If you... Boss fight. This boss fight's fun. It's tough, but it's fun. If you read what's happening from the sources, the Green Party is actually trying to get on the ballots in places where the ballots are actually closed and being printed. They got on too late. And the DNC is suing, saying, hey, they didn't follow the rules. They shouldn't be allowed to be on the ballots. Especially since by doing that, in states where they do mail-in or absentee, it actually makes it impossible for people to do that because those ballots need to be printed a month in advance. And there's a lot of dishonest takes, and I kind of want to talk about it. It wouldn't be a long video. It'd be like another Joe Jorgensen is a joke in length kind of video. Actually, you know the person I unfriended because he's been super unreasonable and he's no fun to talk to, especially since he's actually been kind of like a shitty friend. He hasn't even bothered to...
Does his first name begin with a K?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Asshole hasn't even bothered to even come say hi to me since I moved 4 years ago.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
so
I didn't know that.
I don't feel bad about it. You know, I've met better people since then. I've also gotten closer to better people since then. Sup, buddy?
What's up, buddy? Hey, that's me.
The Steam page is absolutely toxic in the comments because you have all these free market defenders who are like, oh, this game came from a bunch of commies, why isn't it free? Which is, we live in a system where people have to make money in order to live, which means that if they're going to make a product, they must sell that product in order for it to be any form of gainful. Just because they personally disagree with that doesn't mean that they can just ignore the system that they're born into. And then there's people who say $15 for a game with like a maximum of 4 hours isn't a good deal, which is a bad argument because time spent playing the game is not equal to quality of the game. Quality of time playing the game is far more important, right? Like, you don't generally care for too many JRPGs, right? You like the occasional, like, classic Final Fantasy, but that's about it.
Yeah.
See, if you were to play Final Fantasy 13, you'd probably hate it, even though it's some 80 hours long to complete it.
I would hate it.
I hate it too. 80 hours is not a good game just because it's 80 hours long. However, a game like...
Yeah, I'd be done with it.
Yeah, I made it halfway through before I just pissed with it.
I think my game threshold, I think 20 hours. But like...
With the exception of The Witcher.
Oh fuck, I still haven't beat that. I don't even know if I'm going to. Because again, that's a really long game. It's like, I get scared just thinking about the investment of time to put into it. that's that.
And you know, I don't blame you on that. I mean, a good argument is I spent 7 hours beating this 3 stars and having fun with the Endless Riot, and then I came back and spent another 2 hours playing it for my video, and now I'm playing it another hour here for another video. That's 10 hours of play. That's, you know, that's longer than the story mode to BioShock, and I spent a quarter of the price that I did on BioShock. That's good value in my book. Then again, I've also played BioShock Infinite like 10 times, but that just goes to it. Oh, we lost. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna get the really cool thing that I wasn't able to talk about in my video. Oh, we might just go to the last level so I can capture it. I wasn't planning on doing it very long anyway, so... They're here, oh god, is what the paper says. Because you're at the final level. You're where all the rich people live. And they know that they're fucking finished if you get to them.
You said it takes 4 hours to beat this game?
If you beat it without 3-starring everything and you don't care for Endless Riot, yeah, it'll take you about 4 hours. However, once you start achievement hunting and looking for how to get all 3 stars in each level, it'll probably get you closer to 6 or 7 hours to complete all of it. And depending on how good you are during the Endless Riot, you might have to take even longer to finish it. But if you can get past level 70, wave 70, you can actually get to some really cool commentary. Megastar Games! I like how in the final level you start recruiting games employees. That's just a subtle nod to how shitty the industry is. Yeah, this game's not fucking subtle. The first time that you come in here, the characters will start arguing because one of them says, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker," and one of them says, "Why'd you say that?" It's like, I don't know, it's from a movie. People say, it's like, what?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
what movie? I don't know, some crappy movie from the past. They'll be like, well, what's special about it? I don't know. Some people call it a Christmas movie. Is it a Christmas movie? No, it's not. It's absolutely not. But some people call it that. It's just a hilarious dig at Die Hard. And
That's
if
awesome.
you come back to the level because you die or you want to try again for 3 stars, they'll actually continue the conversation. It's honestly hilarious, and it makes me happy because I generally agree with those opinions. Movies that take place during Christmas are not automatically Christmas movies.
Is the boss Bill Gates?
It's a giant mecha drum.
Trump?
Yeah. I'll actually initiate it real quick, just so you guys can see it. But
Speaking
yeah.
of initiating it.
What's up?
Oh, I forgot.
Nice. So if you grab this fat pigeon right here, or wait, no, it's a pigeon that pops up over here. You can grab it,
Okay.
or wait, you can jump up here and float, and you can get into his little compartment later on. Look at that, it's just a Trump. I've never done it on this side. I've only done it on the other one, but that vent is broken. Come over here, dummy. Just game the system. Just do this.
Do it.
Because now his AI is broken, and he doesn't know how to get
Your
me.
health regenerates after a while.
It looks like it does. I never noticed that before.
Okay.
Hey, it
Oh,
worked.
you got him.
Take that, shithead. And then you can come over here and punch him. Boom! Love it, especially since they use classic Nintendo looks to everything, which just tells you they are sick of everyone else not taking the medium seriously and watching fascists just ruin everything. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter how many people survive in the final one. As long as you win, you get 3 stars. Because you won the revolution. What else do you need? Such a good game. Riot gear, it's nice and gold because I have all of it. Alright, well, unless anyone else has any questions or concerns or ideas or whatevers, I think that concludes it.
Alrighty. Well, good stream.
Thanks, man. Have a good night, everyone.
Alright, night.